The outstanding 2-year-old filly at Hollywood Park has just returned from a brisk early morning workout. We're going to talk to Bob Wheeler, the man who trains this filly, and watch Miss Todd as she cools down. Bob is talking to his brother Jim here just after Miss Todd came back from the racetrack after a 2-minute lick or a mile and a 16th breeze. Bob?
This is my brother Jim, and this is Miss Todd. She's just out and galloped about a mile and 8, and she looks like she come back pretty good, and tomorrow morning we'll blow her out for a race Thursday.
Bob, you've raced this filly against colts, haven't you?
Yes,
How'd she handle them? Pretty well, do you think?
Well, the first time I run her colts was at Santa Anita last winter, second time out, and she seemed like she beat colts handed than she did fillies. And so here at Hollywood Park, the first time I run her here, I run at Mobile, which he looks like he's the best 2-year-old colt here now. And she beat him about neck and was going on by him at the wire.
She broke a little bad that day, too, didn't she?
Yeah, she broke slow, and well, she didn't exactly break slow, but the ground kind of broke out from under her a little bit, and she stumbled just enough to make her look like she broke slow.
You say the ground broke out from under her. Just what do you mean by that?
Well, when they stand flat-footed and they break real quick, well, the ground gives away with them, and the dirt breaks away, and it makes them stumble a little bit. Where the ground doesn't break away, why, then they get a good level start.
Now, right now, I noticed the filly walking around the toe ring, I guess you call it. Just what's the point of that?
Well, this is a cooling out process. A horse gets hot, and it's just like any athlete. You got to massage them down to keep their muscles from stiffening up on them, and they just walk and they get cool out there. They drink water about every 5 or 6 minutes, a little bit at a time, and they just keep that up until they're thoroughly cooled out, which takes about 35-40 minutes for them.
Well, what could happen, let's say, if you stopped the filly and she drank a bucket of water right away?
Well, she'd get what they call water foundering a horse. When a horse gets real hot in a work and you bring him back and let him drink a whole bucket of water, why, their muscles stiffen all up, and it's just water founders, what we call it in horses.
Is this a big filly, or what would you say, average size mare or what?
She's just average size. She's awful heavy-bodied mare for a little mare. She's not too tall, but she's awful heavy in the muscle and body.
Now, if this filly should win Thursday, and I think it's the Cinderella Stakes, do you plan to run her a little bit later?
Well, if she runs good in the Cinderella Stakes, then I'll run her back in the Lassie Stakes, which is on the 12th.
What filly do you think would be the toughest competition Thursday?
Well, I haven't seen the entries yet, which they won't be out until tomorrow morning, but it looks to me like right now that Mr. Neil S. McCarthy's Carmel looks like a good filly right now.
Well, that's that filly by Citation.
Yes,
Runs quite a bit in the special.
Yeah, she run a real good race. She come from back off the field in the last 8th mile. It was really an impressive race.
Well, we wish you a lot of luck in that race Thursday, and I hope the filly goes on and becomes the 2-year-old filly of the year.
Thank you very much.
The $20,000 added Cinderella Stakes highlights today's racing program at Hollywood Park. And as the fine field of 2-year-old fillies parades to the post, much interest is directed towards the filly wearing saddlecloth number 2. She's Miss Todd, a 2-time winner at Hollywood Park this season, and a top candidate for National 2-year-old Filly of the Year honors. Miss Todd will be hard-pressed to defeat this fine band today, however, and as they pass now in post-parade, we have the entry. First, number 1, Carmel with Pete Marino, and then number 1A, Spot Stepper with Johnny Longton. Next, wearing saddlecloth number 2 is Miss Todd, the post-time favorite, with Ray York. Number 3 is Candy Dish with Willie Shoemaker. Number 4 is Doc Upton with Alex Mays. Then comes the Gray Horse. Number 5, Rita Khan with Ishmael Valenzuela. Number 6 is Bossy Baby with Bill Harmatz. And bringing up the field, number 7, Starlight Abbey with Ralph Neves. 2 races share top billing at Hollywood Park tomorrow, the $7,500 Wilmington Purse at 6 furlongs, and an allowance event for top 2-year-olds that will go as the 6th race. In the Wilmington are such good ones as Sahib, Right Down, and Nagpuni, the last name being an Australian invader. In the 2-year-old dash are such top runners as Your Regards, Cleo Foster, Tecalatito, Mont, My Ring, and She's Quick, just to name a few. Post time will be 1:30. They are running. At the start, it's Starlight Abbey breaking on top. Miss Todd is second. Candy Dish is third. Smart Stepper is fourth. Carmel is beat. Into the far turn, it's Miss Todd opening up a lead of a length and a half. Starlight Abbey is second by a head. On the rail, Carmel is third by a length and a quarter. Smart Stepper is next by a length. Doc Upton by a head. Candy Dish, Rita Khan, and Bossy Baby. Passing the quarter pole, it's Miss Todd by a length and a half. Starlight Abbey on the outside, second by a length and a half. Carmel is third by a length and a quarter. Smart Stepper by a head. Doc Upton, Bossy Baby, Candy Dish, and Rita Khan. In the stretch, it's Miss Todd by 2.5 lengths. Starlight Abbey second, and Smart Stepper third with Carmel fourth. It is Miss Todd by 3 lengths. They're coming down the wire. Miss Todd winning it easily in hand by 3.5 lengths. Starlight Abbey second by a length. Carmel third by a neck. And Smart Stepper finished fourth.